Welcome back you all. Today we are going to start new exercise 2.3 chapter 2 class 9th NCERT book. The very first question which says that we have to see in all these polynomials whether this is the given factor of all these polynomials. So in each case we are going to see that whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, this and this. So let's start with the very first part of first question, exercise 2.3. So just to check whether this is the factor of the polynomial, first we will do, we are going to look for its 0. So if you remember in one of my previous short, I have told you how to look for the 0 of the polynomial. You are going to make that polynomial, like this is the polynomial here. Let's say this is gx. So I am going to make this polynomial is equals to 0. It means gx is equals to 0. So it means x plus 1 is equals to 0. So taking 1 on the other side, I will get the value of x, which is minus 1. So in each case, in all these polynomials, I am going to put this value minus 1 and we'll see whether this is the factor of this polynomial. So let's start. Let me put this value x as minus 1 here. So it is going to give me minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 and plus 1. So as it is cubic, so it will give us minus 1 only. So as this is square, so it will make it positive 1. This is minus 1 and this is positive 1. So this cancels with this and this cancels with this. So you can see that we get 0. So this proves that x, putting the value x as minus 1, we are getting it 0. So we can say that yes, x plus 1 is the factor of this polynomial, which we can take it as px. Now let's check in the second part. Again, by putting the value as x minus 1, so I get it here. Minus 1 power 4 plus minus 1 power 3 plus minus 1 power square plus 1. So as it is the even power, so it will make it positive 1. As it is the odd power, so it will make it minus 1. Even power plus 1 and then plus 1. So this cancels. So I am left with answer 1 plus 1, which gives me 2. So as I am not getting 0, though, so we can say that minus 1 is not a factor of this polynomial. So x plus 1 is not a factor of this polynomial. So in this case, no, x plus 1 is not a factor, but in the previous case, x plus 1 is a factor. So coming to the third part, again by putting the value as x is equals to minus 1. So it will be minus 1 power 4 plus 3 minus 1 power 3 plus 3 minus 1 power square plus minus 1 plus 1. So as it is the even power, so it will make it positive 1 plus 3 odd power, it will be minus 1 even power square, it will be plus 1 minus 1 plus 1. So let's solve it little further. 3 into minus 1, product plus minus minus, so it will be minus 3. 3 ones are 3 minus 1 plus 1. So this cancels with this and 3 and 3 cancel. So I am left with 1. So again we can see that no, in this case x plus 1 is not a factor. Let's come to the last part of the question. Let's again put the value x as minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 1 square minus bracket 2 minus root 2 bracket close x minus 1 plus root 2. So as this is the odd power, so it will give me the minus 1 value. It is the even power, so it will be minus already outside the bracket, so 1. Then again, so we can solve this bracket, but let's write it, we will do it in the next step. Minus 1 in the bracket plus root 2. So this is minus 1 minus 1. I am just solving it little bit. it will give me minus minus plus, but the sign will be minus, so it is minus 2. So now I'm going to solve these two brackets also, and they are going to be multiplied. So I'm just taking this negative sign with this, so it will make it positive with the bracket 2 minus root 2 plus root 2. Let's solve it little further. Minus 2, I'm opening the bracket, 2 minus root 2 plus root 2. So this cancels with this and this cancels with this. So when we will solve it, you can see that we get 0 here. So I get 0 in the fourth case also. So yes, minus 1 satisfies the given polynomial. So we can say that x plus 1 is a factor in this case. But children, one thing I want to tell you, in your book the question is little different. Here it is given 2 plus root 2, but I have changed a little bit. I have made it negative, so I am getting it 0. So this polynomial is the factor of this. But if you are going to take it positive, then it is not going to be the factor of this polynomial. So a little change in this in my fourth part that I have solved in front of you. I hope all the 4 parts are clear. Let me brief you in a little bit what you have to do whenever you have to look whether the given polynomial is a factor of the other polynomial. You just have to look for its 0, making the polynomial is equals to 0. So whatever value of x you will get, you are going to put that value of x in the given polynomial. So if you are going to get it 0, yes, that polynomial is the factor of the given polynomial. But if you are not getting it 0, you are getting some other number, so you will say no, this is not a factor. So these are the 4 parts. But just want to tell you, I have changed the sign in the last 4th part. In your book, NCERT book, it is given positive here. Thank you children. God bless you.